hopefully getting back at some point shortly soon.
Yeah, that sucks,
Sorry
but
for me coughing every once in a while. I'm recovering from sickness.
you got that Rona?
But it was not Rona, thankfully. It was just a very bad fever.
Oh,
It
that's good at
knocked
least.
me on my ass for 2 days, but beyond that, I spent yesterday recovering and today recovering.
Oof.
So not the Rona.
Ledger on the mend.
Yeah,
But
that is good. That's good.
also, I got the vaccine, so even if it was Rona, I was pretty much set.
Good, good,
But
good, good.
regardless, picking back up as you guys are leaving the jailhouse after having a conversation with Cecil, learning quite a bit of information from your captured friend Frelista, including one where she seems to have planted a little something in an ally of yours.
Oh, frick, that's right.
Uh huh.
There's a reason I do these story summaries. There's a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And at least being let know that if you want to analyze the flask that Ashana has stored for the time being in the bag of holding, that there is an alchemist of sorts down in the capital city. Let me double check. Balunzar, where you would find him a liker of oddities, and that if she gets any more information, that she will try and send it your way, especially when it comes to if and when her execution date is set.
Okay.
So, with that, coming out of the jailhouse rather late at night, with the moon in the sky and the perpetual one just stuck there at all times, what would you guys like to do?
Well, seems we also have a decision to make on whether we go seek out this alchemist or do a couple jobs up north and deal with the aftermath of their experiments, it seems.
I mean, you also said we have like a job up north, don't we? Like a little extra pocket change in our
A couple
on our
jobs.
coin.
We have two. One investigating the aftermath of the experiment of this potion, as I said, and some other one. Yeah, with the
Mm.
uh, magic shop person. We
Two
have
birds,
to.
one stone. Don't sound bad to me.
Delana? Sibo? I always know Bartholomew wants money. What do you two think?
Is this bottle a bit more pressing, or is there anything that is sort of on the timetable that we should try to do first?
Honestly, I do not know. It seems that these creatures are running rampant up north and are slowly making their way south. I mean, we did run into a
Think
couple of them ourselves, but we don't know who can
we
get.
would end up doing more good going north.
Okay.
As much as I'd like to seek out this alchemist and get fixed, we're of bitter use north.
And quite frankly, I don't really trust this alchemist. He may be good, but
Fair.
as in he is good at what he does, but Cecil made it fairly clear that he is easily bought,
Yeah.
and I would not like this stuff to get, go into more wrong hands than it already is.
Agreed. Then we go north.
Sibo,
Means
is that what you want to do too?
I'll go wherever.
That's easy. I guess,
I mean, can we do both at the same time? I don't think we can, but
I
One's
mean,
south, one's north.
yeah, one south. The other two jobs are north.
right. Yeah, I just didn't know if you had a way of like going multiple places at the same time.
No,
Okay.
I do
Then
not.
yeah, no. Then yeah, we just do the yeah.
Just do the yeah. Okay.
Doing
Just
something,
doing the
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Doing something, yeah.
Then I guess north it is. And I looked at Bartholomew. Let's go make some money, I guess.
All right. Get ourselves a nice dinner and sleep. Head out bright morning.
Do we have to tell that guy at the shop that we were doing this? Or
No,
did
he
we already
already.
agree to it?
You guys didn't tell him?
No, we already said we would bring him back stuff. Yeah, we already
Okay, we
accepted
already
the job.
said we were.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so
Right.
I guess that's our plan.
You guys head off to your inn of location to get yourselves one last night of rest within the city as you all go to bed. I'm gonna steal Delana from it.
Oh shit.
How do you do that? That's like magic.
I don't know. That's cool.
Wizard shit right there.
That's some cheaty bullshit is what that is.
What happened to Delana? Was she like cursed or something? I think I missed that part.
Um, infected or something. We don't know exactly.
Okay.
The uh, tiefling chick said that he essentially has been infected with whatever this stuff is or something along them lines.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but we don't know exactly what and how.
Yeah. So that's not good. That's
No.
actually like pretty bad, I would say.
Yeah, very, very bad. Like,
That means that he's not necessarily on our side.
no.
I mean, not on his own will.
I mean, no, he might be on our side. Still, it's just, what if maybe, if, he dies and then all of a sudden, gets turned into whatever that creature was that you guys poured the fucking liquid down into his throat after it died. You know what I mean?
So was it only because it died?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Desecrating a body.
Well, then that's good. That's good to know. I thought it was just.
Well, we don't know. I'm just
So
saying,
we just
like,
can't let him die. So we're good.
I don't know if that's the case. That's me speculating.
Oh no, yeah. And this is Sibo answer.
Oh, okay. Fair enough, fair enough.
So honestly, in character, I had no clue. I
Oh,
think I wasn't even in the room for that. I don't know if I was waiting outside.
no, everyone was in the room.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was.
yeah. Then out of character, I had no idea.
Yeah, oof,
Whoops.
it's a no bueno, no bueno at all. Like,
Fine.
no, it's not. Because remember, if his character goes, so does mine.
Like dead? Like
Well, I mean, like, if his character like has to leave for some reason, Ashan's gonna go with.
yeah,
Or if
that's true.
Delana dies, Ashan's gonna go find a way to bring his ass back or her ass back.
Yeah.
So essentially, effectively, if one of us goes, yeah, the other one's gonna replace their character too. Which isn't bad, but it
You
makes things.
both come back as a healer and whatever Delana is. Like you just come back as a cleric, another one.
Oh no. I'll come back as something different. I have a few ideas.
I do have to make a backup character. I don't know what I want to do yet.
have a couple. One I would really like to play with if he will allow me some homebrew. But if not,
Ooh.
yeah, then I bring in other characters.
Okay, so I'm trying to read their lips, and I'm not good at it at all. I actually don't know how to do it, so I'm not doing very well.
Yeah, I can't with the screen. Like if it was in person, I might be able to get something, but not with the screen like that. Yeah. Now the one character I want to play, fucking
Oh yeah, I guess
Changeling
it's
Druid.
a good thing to ask. You were saying a druid. You just said, right?
Changeling Druid, yeah.
Okay. Because yeah, I definitely think that it's good to know what like other people would want to be, so that I'm not like, oh, you know what I would do? I would just pick a random class. Oh, look, druid. Let's do that.
I
And
mean,
then
hell, we could
that's
have a
what
full
you
group
wanted
of
to do.
druids.
That's true.
Let's see, my backups are. I have a lot of different characters I would be okay with playing.
Actually, I think I know what I want to do next. I want to be either a bard or a rogue.
Okay. See, I got multiple rogue ideas. I got a monk idea. I have a sorcerer idea. I have a wizard idea. Actually, I have a couple wizard ideas. I have a really fun warlock idea. And I have this druid idea. Which the druid and the warlock are very similar. The druid came about with me thinking about my warlock. And my rogue. Well, one of my rogues.
I think that's definitely my hardest part about making characters is the making characters part that actually are like real or like feel real, you know?
Yeah.
I'm always like, oh, what's like a class and a race I want to do? And then I make it based off of that. But I'm not good at doing it the other way around.
See, like a lot of mine are just. I get like some kind of idea, like what do I want to do? Like I have one. I want to be an assassin. Shit, I want to be like my, Skyrim character. I want to be an archery assassin. Cool. So I'm gonna go with a gnome, and there's a no halfling. There's a one halfling subtype, or whatever, that lets you like move 10 feet out into the open, or something like that.
Yeah.
No, that's part of a feat. The halfling one that allows you to hide behind creatures larger than you.
Yeah.
So you mix those two together, so you can go 10 feet out into the open and hide behind your party members to then get sneak attack, and then also being an assassin with sharpshooter. So effectively, you can go and just be like, "Cool, I'm gonna do 6d6 plus 10 to that dude."
So, as you all get yourselves your long rest.
I call horseshit.
I don't know if you heard, we're doing 66 to him.
Yep. We tagged along in the night.
Yes.
No.
No.
Oh, good. You're rid of her anxiety anyway.
Oh.
As you all wake in the morning, Sibo, you find a letter at your door. A
Sick.
handwritten one. With a little object inside.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Do you open it and or read it?
I'm gonna like bring it out to like everyone, maybe like knock on Ashana's room and tell her I think that this girl's trying to win my favor again. I think she's trying to give me there might be something in here, like a bag or something. I don't know, but I didn't think it would go this far. How do you think she found me?
What?
Oh, sorry. Oh wait. There's something here. Could I read the letter? I never read the letter. One second, and I'll like open up the letter in front of Ashana.
As you open it up, and as you do, the letter itself is the envelope containing the item in question. As you kind of undo it, you see a a press for a wax stamp. And as you read the letter, you read out that Cordal is taking a bit of personal time. Some matters have come up that he didn't foresee coming, and he feels that he doesn't want to trouble you guys. As a token of sincerity, though, he will leave the stamp that you guys found at the camp of the Tiefling in hopes that one day he might come to retrieve it.
Oh, I was wrong. Sorry. Looks like Cordal's heading his own way. I don't know. Maybe we'll see him later, but I mean, it seems like he'll sort of just like show up out of nowhere and scare us. Seems like something he would like to do.
Huh. That does,
You think he was taken? Does it look like his handwriting?
I don't think you've ever seen him write anything down.
I do not think he was taken, but hopefully we will see him again. And I'll grab the wax seal and just kind of look at it again. What kind of design did it have on it again? I'm trying to remember.
It has a design of a serpent snake coiling around a sword.
Do I recognize this symbol at all?
Make a history check for me. It strikes you familiar, and as you kind of think through what it was that it reminds you of, as you're picking through an idea, a name comes to mind. And it's a little strange why that is. The name Wickham from
Wickham.
Dudeman. The capital city. And you don't remember exactly which family name it came from, but you remember that one of the family uses that as a symbol to show their stance. Stance of what you don't fully recall. But you remember your parents talking about it at some point.
Huh. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm just gonna take that and kind of put it into my bag for now. How to get I'm trying to figure out how the fuck to add items again to my inventory.
Custom item. Or, sorry, manage items.
It feels like they changed it.
They added a thing where you can like put it into different compartments,
Oh,
like a
yeah.
backpack or a chest or something like that,
Oh my god, they actually did.
Yeah.
Holy mother of
Okay.
God.
so that they could do like bag of holding as an example for one of
How
them.
long did it take them to do that?
Yeah.
I think it's their
Okay.
3-year anniversary, so I guess 3 years.
Oh!
But the issue I'm seeing, it looks like, is they don't have a add custom item?
I am looking for that right now as well. 'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't know they did this.
Add
Go to your equipment, and then the very bottom option is a plus, add custom item. In that manage items,
I have
manage
just-
inventory, then click your equipment drop down.
Hold on. Like it says add equipment.
Oh, you do have... No, so you have to do manage inventory,
Okay.
and then do the scroll down of equipment itself.
Oh, add custom
Scroll
item.
to the bottom of there, and then it's add custom.
Okay. Oh, god
Thank you
damn
for coming to my TED Talk.
it. Hey, if you like click and drag to highlight, if you go off that screen, it closes it.
Yes, you have to
Wax
press like
seal.
Control A to select all instead of clicking and dragging.
Okay, so serpent coiled around a sword. And it was from the capital of Dudnan.
Yes.
Dunamancy? Oh yeah, Dudman.
Capital of Dublin.
The dude
One
man.
of the houses.
Which house was it?
You don't know.
Okay.
You just remember it was one of the houses.
One of the houses. Okay. Enter. Save. Save description. There we go. Yeah, that thing. Okay.
Also, because you've made me aware of this now, if you want to start moving items into your bag of holding and or backpack, just click on the item, scroll down, and click move.
Added this, I think, like yesterday or 2 days ago, so it's not too new, or it's not like old. Like it's not like we haven't been using it on purpose.
I know, but still. Oh.
I will say it looks like
Very
you
nice.
can't move custom items up.
Really?
Oh, you really can't? Oh,
No.
that's
Oh,
annoying.
That's so black powder, my blinking light
Yeah,
stick,
no, man.
my charcoal
okay, yeah,
rubbing.
You can't do it, yeah.
You might be able to make it as a custom item, DM, and then we can add that custom item, and then because
Yeah.
it's like an official item, we might be able to move it. But that's also like a lot of extra work that doesn't sound like necessary.
Yeah.
I'll probably do it for more important things. Like, obviously, the stamp is not going to overweight you for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But if I give you, like, a 50-pound stone that's, like, magical and stuff, obviously I'll do it for that. So you can say, it's like, oh, yeah, one of us has it, but we have it in our bag of holding or something.
And are you foreshadowing something there?
Let's see. I'm pretty much just moving everything that I can over there. All my custom shit just sits.
Yeah, like I said, most of the customs, I mean, I don't think you have any heavy item custom stuff.
Maybe the dress, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But that's meh.
Still, oh my god, how long has it been since I've been crying for this feature? Finally!
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's
Oh.
Interesting. Huh. I like that. Now you can click bag of holding. See what's in there. Backpack. Nothing. All. Okay, interesting little feature there.
How do you move stuff to your backpack?
Go to your actual inventory. As
Yeah.
long as it's not a custom item, click on the item itself. You'll see the pop-up on the right side. Scroll all the way to the bottom. You'll see 4 little buttons. One of them says move. Click on move, and you can move it to your backpack, or if you have a bag of holding, to your bag of holding.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, it's the 3-year anniversary for D&D Beyond, and we've been crying for that feature since like year 1, I think.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not sure if you had this already, but I sort of kind of bought all the books.
I did, I guess. I have most of them. I don't have like the recent 6 of them.
Okay. Yeah. Well, now we do because I bought them all.
You bought the legendary bundle?
Damn.
Not the legendary. I didn't get the adventures. Just the like source books.
How much?
Oh, you should just done the legendary bundle.
How much is that?
It's like $600, something like that.
Fuck me.
It's every single thing. It's literally everything.
I'd be worth paying if I got every future book for free, but
You get 15% off, or sorry, 25% off on every single future order.
So I have a quick question. Does anyone remember why I have 7 2-person tents in my inventory?
Because of the camp that you guys
Did we?
raided.
You sold that
That's
stuff,
where you got the
right?
stamp.
that's
You guys blew up 3 of them, but you said, hey, you know what? Let's take the other ones that survived and let's just sell them off for money.
those are on the cart.
Okay, those are in
Yeah.
the cart.
Yeah,
Yes.
technically they're on the
Okay.
cart. It's just obviously we need to keep someone to keep track of them.
Yes.
Okay, because that's technically encumbering me because that's 140 pounds of tents that's in my character. Okay,
You could
just
actually,
checking.
Yeah, you could actually edit that and just literally override the weight to be 0 if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And try to see how much the legendary bundle is right now because again, it's every single thing at a discount, and you get a discount for every single future purchase.
I ain't got $600.
It's 300 and so it's different based off of what books you already have, but it would be $811.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
But it's something like you get 20% off of literally everything, and from then on, oh yeah, so it's 20% off of the grand total price, and then you get 15% off for every single other future purchase on D&D Beyond.
Yeah. That's a lot of money.
It's a huge drop. I know I got it when it was $600. I bit the bullet one day and I just went, you know what? $600. Give me every single thing.
Maybe in the future I'll try that. Yeah, winning the lottery future.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is they keep releasing more and more content, so that price keeps going higher and higher.
Yep. Wait. So since Sibo has the books, that mean that like we have I have access to like
I'm not
Yeah,
100%
as long as you make
positive.
the character in our campaign or make any of the things in our campaign, it should be there because if at least if you're sharing it in the campaign, sharing the content, I can double check. What is our
Okay,
campaign called?
there's one thing. Let me check which spell it is. Oh,
content sharing enabled. Yeah.
New Beginnings. That's where we are.
I can tell you exactly if it works right now by making a character because
Content management. We have everything is shared. I see.
you have anything from Explorer's Guide to Wildmount? Because that's not one I have.
yep,
I do.
I can say right here, Dampier.
Yeah,
I can make Dampier because that's from the fucking Ravenloft. Oh, I'll be making that character here sometime soon. That was my monk I had so much fun with.
Wow, because you have it, I have access to the book now too as well as DM.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is actually
The only
fucking
thing
awesome.
is that you can't make like characters based off of it unless you make it from the campaign that you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
access to it from. Which is like why I bought it because I was making like a bunch of characters and then I had to make them in someone else's campaign and then remove them from the campaign so I could keep them with all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have like a goblin, for example.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Huh. That's cool.
that was the weird stuff I had to do. But now
Yeah, I have
I
I
don't.
think 2 parties currently right now that are I have just separate campaigns made for them because they're just some of my friends and they're like, "Hey, can we have access to all the books?" I'm like, "Sure, go for it." And I just told them, "Hey, here's the invite link. Just like make your characters there and then just swap them out as you see fit."
Same thing I did.
Yeah.
Joined someone else's thing, and then I got
I've already got
tired
to
of
look
it.
into buying the last of the books that I don't have though. Like I said, I don't have Explorer's Guide to Bombmount, and I'm missing a couple of other things. But yeah, that's super neat. So now we actually have literally everything up to date.
Yeah,
That's
just
awesome.
not the adventure books. I don't have them all. I don't know if you do.
I'm pretty sure I have all except for the new one, the Dread Domain one.
Okay.
Slipping my mind. It, something Ravenloft. My brain.
Oh, Van Richthofen's Guide to Ravenloft.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he does.
That's the only adventure book I don't have right now.
Because that's got my race in it. I'm so happy. I love Dampiers, man. They're so much fun.
All right. So, with all those revelations out of the way, what is y'all's plan?
Oh, so we're heading north after that. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, not much we could do about Cordal. He's kind of made his choice for now.
How long does it look like this letter has been on my door before I like pulled it off?
The parchment seems rather new, and the ink seems like it's only barely drying.
Okay.
Okay.
This just must be what like adventures are like. you know, or they just like leave occasionally.
I mean,
I'm not too sure, but I mean, you know, it makes sense to me.
sometimes, but it is what it is. Well, in the meantime, we have work to do, and yeah, start heading off towards where we keep our cart
Right.
after the morning, breakfast, whatever.
Did we get a horse, or is Delana still pulling it?
We have we have horses.
Okay.
2 horses now.
Yeah. Yep. That was so funny.
Wait, so we had 2 horses.
Yes.
I had one,
And
Did
Bart
Bart?
has one.
But,
Yeah.
and Bart. Okay, I'm like, if Cordell had the other horse, that's problematic.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's you two.
and both are hooked up to the wagon.
Okay.
Nice, you guys thought ahead. I like
Yeah,
it.
and I think it's the wagon we took from the
Bandits.
bandits. Yeah.
Because theirs wasn't in the best of shape, but it was in way better shape than yours.
Yeah.
In other cases, you guys gathered for breakfast and enjoy yourselves a little bit of a meek one, sharing the news of Cordal and discussing a little bit of today's plan. Before going to gather your horses, who seem very well kept, rather happy and pleased, and all of your stuff well intact. Though a little bit covered in hay and dust. Not perfectly kept, but hey, as long as it's all there, right?
Yeah.
You guys set off towards the north. Who is actually taking the reins in the car?
Huh.
Because you're making the survival check.
Fuck it.
That's a
I
survival
will.
check.
Yeah.
See, you don't want me doing that.
Yeah. Ashan will do it.
I got a +0, but I also have a propensity to not roll above a 10, so I don't think you want me rolling anything.
Yep. I got a +4, so.
Oh, yeah, you're far
That's,
better.
I assumed. Wisdom.
Yep.
So, as you start to make your way through to the north, for the good chunk of time, just following the main road, as it obviously is the easier path to travel even by cart, there would come a moment where all of you, just out of sheer acknowledgement, would know that you would have to go off the beaten path and start to veer off into the wilderness and the craggy stone terrain that is Borisland. And it's about the second day is when that shift would have to happen. First day being smooth riding, no issues whatsoever. Ashana getting a hold of those reins and really acknowledging that when the farmhands that sold you these animals said that these are well trained and loyal beasts, they very much are. And they pay attention to each of your little actions and your little warnings. Never been a stage coachman for whatever reason, but hey, you're doing pretty good. Go ahead and make another solid check for me on that second day. It's a much different story when you're on rough terrain, on the stony crags, divots and potholes, stones all around, the sounds of hooves echoing much louder. Not so much that progress has been made today, so much as you start to really feel that time drag on inside of you. But thankfully, the journey is not taking all that long with horses at the side, pulling along.
Okay.
Go make another sound check.
Waiting for that nat 1. Oh, damn. Never mind.
Taking that first day on the off-road as a learning experience, This time, you
Okay.
start to kind of get a read for the land in front of you, and you start to work in tandem with the horses and start to careen and swerve to make sure you don't hit any more difficult patches here and there. And on the occasion, you do see a bit of wildlife here and there off in the sides. It's a rather calming time, even when some rather bleak clouds start to hover over the sky, just threatening rain that never actually comes, but just gives you a break from that brutal sunlight that was hitting you for a good amount of time these hours.
Okay.
And with good travel and distance, Delano, more than anyone, having basically been forced to learn a lot of this country's terrain, or at least the nearby area of it, you would come close towards the northern rivers, where you're more than aware that you're going to start to hit that foresty edge that the tiefling at the magic shot spoke of, where you might start finding the strange serpents in question.
Okay.
Not to mention that you are now starting to reach the edge of the border of the Naraxigian Empire, in which Cecil, as well, had said that the appearances and attacks of these strange spotted creatures has started to get more common. Okay. And very much so. It absolutely seems like these horses are growing attached to you guys. Same thing with Bartholomew. He'd be combing its hair, giving it little treats here and there. Very much pampering his horse, as it
Yeah.
seems he's very much prone to do.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt, but I did want that to be a thing. That just like
problem.
taking a little time to just take care of the horse. If it's to rest, let it rest. If it wants to, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Like nighttime, when we camp, they're off the reins. They're able to roam. Yeah.
And and while there isn't exactly grass around for them to just roam and to nibble on here and there, they very much do stay close by, as they are very much part of this group as much as any other animal. They seem to care, to some extent, as horses can.
So we're starting to get. You said there's a forest where these are at.
The tiefling said that you would start to see the beginnings of a forest once you
Okay.
started to hit the terrain in which you'll find these serpents.
Okay.
And
Are we seeing a
where
forest?
he pointed out on a map is very easy to remember that it was a converging of rivers, which you're starting to hit the tail end of said rivers.
Okay. So once we start getting in towards the actual like forest itself, I'm gonna start slowing us down, and so we're all like kind of keeping pace with the cart and looking for any signs of these creatures.
It would be a little bit into afternoon as you come riding up to smaller trees sprouting out of the ground. They slowly get bigger. They start to ever so faintly cluster around. And that's where you definitely get that sense that this is starting to form into a forest. Slow yourself down. And if you want, whoever wants to make a perception check to try and look for these creatures in question.
Haha!
There you go.
God damn it.
Apparently today, forget tens. I can't roll above a 5.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Boy.
As you're looking around, as you start to slow yourself down to a trot, looking at the trees, the branches, trying to get a good look of wherever these creatures possibly could be, you don't see anything. And in fact, there really just isn't much of any life on these trees or branches at all. In fact, you maybe only spot like 3 or 4 birds, of which you start to get rather close towards, and they flutter away very rapidly.
No tracks or anything?
If you want to get off and make a survival check.
Yeah, I said I'd be getting off and walking with the cart itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you take the time to look around, trying to discern what you can, this stony, craggy, barely starting to grass terrain really gives very little to nothing when it comes to impressions. And even trying to look at the trees, trying to see if you can find any markings of any kind, doesn't seem to be anything of the sort quite yet.
We're still in kind of the outskirts of the forest, right?
More than anything, yes. And even as you look forward, it's still very easy to see very far into the distance, but you can easily tell that it's starting to get harder.
How thick does the forest get?
From right now, at this point of view, as far as you can tell, it still looks like you can very easily manage the horses and the cart through. How long that will last, you're not positive.
And it's about midday, you said?
It's a little after midday, yeah.
So, before we go any further into this forest, we do not know what else might be in there. What do you guys say to making camp out here before we head in and do this all tomorrow instead?
Sounds good.
It tends to be a lot more predators at night.
Sure, makes no difference to me.
Okay. Okay, I'll stop the horses, kind of untie them, and start making camp then.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you guys take the time to get a little bit of a camp established, for that, probably roughly an hour or so, maybe half an hour more likely, given there's nothing really to disturb you. It's just eerily quiet. And even for the outskirts of a forest, it's just offsetting to know that there's some sort of living fauna around you, and yet there doesn't seem to be animals around to make any sort of noise for it.
Oh, fuck, I hate that.
Unless anyone wants to keep a lookout, or maybe they're just kind of helping out on building the camp.
Oh, keeping a lookout is going to be mandatory at this point.
Yeah.
So who wants to do it?
I'll watch the cart.
I mean, I'm probably going to be setting up a lot of the food stuff and blah blah blah, and the camp itself.
I'll hand over my jug.
I think I already have it.
Yeah, I think so.
I will metaphorically hand over the jug and like wink at you. But don't forget.
Okay. But yeah, because I actually have a mess kit. So.
Same.
Yep. Anyways, yeah. Maybe tell Delana and Bartholomew for them to kind of keep an eye out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a perception check then, Alana.
I was hoping you wouldn't say that.
Remember, justice is blind.
Bart apparently is keeping a real good eye
Yes.
out. Hey, you got
Yes,
a
it
9.
is.
You rolled above
Above
a
a
5. It's a miracle.
In something.
Oh no, you know what that means.
What?
I don't know. I was hoping you would know what that means.
No. God damn it.
as you're setting up the camp, and as Bartholomew and Delana are keeping an eye out, there comes a moment where you kind of just see Bart look a bit further into the distance. Kind of focus and squint a little bit. Kind of gives Delano a quick tap on the shoulder. Kind of go like, "Oh, crazy, right? I saw something flutter over there. See it?
Look in that direction.
Nothing.
No, I don't see anything.
Something little, like a little fur ball. I know I saw it. Might not wanna overstay our welcome, if you know what I mean."
Hmm.
I don't want to do anything else.
How's the cart looking?
Car's looking like the wheel has taken a bit of damage in all this time. The rocky terrain has not been very nice to it. But at the very least, it seems like it's holding up. Gonna need some maintenance once you guys get back to some sort of civilization. But for now, it's managing very well. The horses themselves may need some new horseshoes as well at some point. But for the time being, nothing to really worry about quite yet.
Nice.
So, the camp finished up, and Lana and Bartholomew a little bit on edge. What you guys want to do?
Just.
I'm doing spells.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you have to do that.
Yep, I forgot to
The
change
life
it.
of a cleric, always having to remember to adjust their spells.
Yep, I forgot to change it from city life to travel life.
Yep.
Do we want to like sleep, or
I mean,
It
eventually
would still
that's.
be rather, yeah, it still
Yep.
would be rather late in the afternoon now. I'd say probably like 4 or 5 o'clock at this point. So you still got some hours of daylight left if you want to use it. Unless you take a real early day in and start in the middle of the night.
We should get as much rest as possible.
God damn it, need one more level.
are any like things we can do to help like protect this camp? Because I mean, you guys said you saw something, and then, or at least Bart did, which you couldn't confirm, which is definitely off-putting.
I mean, it was a little like a fur ball or something. I mean, I saw what I saw. I mean, not crazy, not that crazy. I saw a little fur ball out there.
What do you mean a fur ball? Like, how big
Is it like
was
that dust thing that they have in like the desert when two people are about to have a duel?
it? What?
A tumbleweed? No.
Tumbleweed, that's what they're called.
How big of a fur ball are we talking?
Better
He's
not be
kind
in
of like
fucking
just like
trouble.
adjusting his hands a little bit. It's like, I mean, like, you ever have like one of those stuffed bear things, like the little cubs?
Are we talking about the size of a watermelon, a pumpkin, an apple?
Probably like
Each.
a pretty big pumpkin, like those pumpkins you'd see at like the autumn fairs or whatever.
The festival winning pumpkins.
Yeah, those things.
That's a
Real
pretty...
big ones. The one that tastes really good. You put them in a pot.
Did you see a bear cub?
I wouldn't call it a bear. I mean, its fur was pretty light. I mean, I haven't seen many bears in my day, but you know, I don't know bears having like light fur.
I mean, there are some. Like, there are white bears. Was this
No
white?
shit, really?
Yes.
Oh yeah, what color was it?
and get a good look at it. It's just like really, really light.
Are you
Okay. Well,
light
I'm
as
gonna
in
take.
white, or light as in like light brown, light gray?
That's a good question.
Like gold?
Gold.
Oh, what, like the sun, like that kind of light,
Kinda.
or
Well,
like a
no.
torch,
Yeah, probably like a torch.
I'll pull out a
Maybe.
but
gold piece,
but
like actual gold.
but
Not
like
not like
a
actual
fluffy
gold.
torch.
I mean, if it was actual gold, I would say let's go shave it.
But I meant like the
Ooh,
color. So
a
like,
fluffy torch.
so wait, you say like a torch? I'm even more confused now.
It was really far away, okay? I don't know exactly what I saw. It was a really fast little blur.
Um,
Was it in the direction of the forest, or like where we came from? Which
No,
way did it
it
come
was
from?
down that way. Yeah. All the more
Okay,
reason I'm saying probably shouldn't overstay our welcome.
okay.
Sibo, do you have any idea of what type of creatures might be up in this area that might fit that
Nope,
description?
nope. No idea at all. Unless I'm told otherwise, I have no idea. Would I be able to just start going like 30 feet out from wherever our sleeping arrangements are, and just take an hour to alarm the entire outside
Okay.
of our camp about 30 feet out?
You can very much do so. Just got a good little, just wide ass radius
Yep.
of alarm.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure each one of those lasts 8 hours, right?
Let me check. Yeah, 8 hours.
Uh, Delana, you've heard a couple of creatures having rather fair fur, mostly because of the fact that, well, sun beats down on this land a lot. Guys for like little bear cub creatures. You've heard of these little cub-like creatures. They usually hang around the mountains, not the forest. And all you could really remember about them was that they rather enjoy eating metal, which is the reason why they stayed in the mountains. They usually eat the minerals that they find in there.
Well, she feels safe.
Are you gonna tell us this or not?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is a good question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like that. I'm sort of covered in metal. Um,
Well,
and I
I
mean
mean,
you are too. So shouldn't that be a little bit worrying?
we're not
Oh,
anywhere near a
of
mountain
course.
right now. I mean, right? I mean, we're like what, a days off of the mountains, 2 days off of the mountains.
How aggressive are these creatures?
To the best of your remembrance, Delana, mostly territorial. If you piss them off, you piss them off, but mostly territorial.
How strong are they?
People don't fuck with them.
Okay. So essentially, it'd be equivalent of us trying to go fuck with a bear right now.
Yeah, literally.
Okay. Okay, we understand what the issue is now.
Although the farther north we go, the closer to the mountains we get.
Yes, but hopefully we don't have to go too much further. When we were talking about the other job we had to investigate these creatures that were appearing,
Hmm.
was it in this area or was it farther north of the mountain range?
They just said north.
They just
Never
said
gave an
north.
area, and they just said the further north you go, the worse it gets.
Okay.
They gave zero specifics.
Yeah, those slimy bastards. Okay. Well, I will need to keep watch through the night. Um, But for now, I think we just kind of keep our distance and keep everyone in tight.
Sure, yeah. And if you hear any like bells ringing, that means that someone's getting close to us or something. It's not like dinner is ready or anything like that.
Do you have
That was a
bells?
good point. Yeah, to confirm, it's audible. It's not mental.
It is.
Okay, I forgot
Oh.
that is a thing to confirm.
Yeah.
Wait, you have bells?
No, I don't. But like, I'm gonna like lift up my hands and make like guns with my arms, like muscles, which are not there. But these have bells.
Your arms have bells?
Uh, the things magic. Sorry, this was a long way of just saying magic.
Okay,
Ah,
got it.
that makes sense.
I go back to making
So-
food.
I'm gonna sleep now for a little bit, so that so that later on you casters can sleep.
Okie dokie.
Wake me up when it's my turn to watch.
Well, it sounded like Ashana wanted to just watch the whole night.
Not really.
Oh no? Okay, my bad. I misinterpreted that. I thought you said that you wanted to watch. Like
No,
you
I said we should
specifically.
set up watch.
Okay.
As in, changing every few hours.
Right.
all of us
that
can get
makes
some
so
sleep.
much more sense.
Yes, Sibo. Yes. Go back to making food. Yeah. Just gonna kind of keep one eye out on the woods as we make food for everyone and kind of relax. And I think, we're taking. Well, wait. Delana's going to sleep now. Whatever. I'll just take second watch.
Okay.
Then
so you
Sibo and
take-
Bartholomew, I guess.
Okay.
That works for everyone.
Sure.
Or
He's just gonna give Sibo advantage because both of you just have +1. So go ahead and roll with advantage, Sibo,
For what? What am I rolling?
for a perception check on keeping watch.
Go.
The first shift. Okay. I should keep an eye out with Bart at your side. He occasionally takes out his lute and just strums a few tunes just to pass the time with you. Kind of chatting shit here and there. Nothing really moves, as you can tell in that time. And as the sun falls and the night starts to creep over you, as you swap over shifts over to Shauna and Delana, who's making the perception check?
I will.
Go ahead and make it with advantage.
Oops.
Oops.
Well, they're both plus
I
4
hate
either
when
way.
that happens.
I click survival instead of perception, but they're both plus 4, so.
I'll let it happen.
Yeah, okay.
As you keep an eye out, as the night continues to fall, and as the moonlight starts to crescent over, and the trees start to take their toll, and it's starting to get harder and harder to see in the distance, there comes a very brief moment that you just see something just dart across the trees. There's a second one. 2 more.
Fuck. How big of something?
You know, for natural 20, yeah. I would say, yeah. It seems like they were rather small bear cub things. But very close to infant bear cubs. Really not like even grown bear cubs. Just very small.
I'm gonna get
And
up.
The
the
more you
faintest
describe these things, the more I'm thinking very agile Ewoks. Like
Okay.
ninja Ewoks from Endor. This is
Ewoks
now
if
my
they were
head
on 4
canon.
legs.
Just little ninja Ewoks just catching Tiger
I
Hidden
love it.
Dragon across the
I
trees.
love it.
I hate everything
Ninja
about this.
Ewoks.
I hate everything about this. Oh fuck.
I'm honestly more terrified, to be honest.
Me too, actually. Ewoks are fucking terrifying, yo.
They drop out of trees with hoods.
I love this head canon. This is great.
Oh.
Great.
But I would
So-
say they are keeping a distance. They're not getting close. At least not within 30 feet, which is not close enough for Siva's alarm spell to go off.
How far out are they?
It's hard to tell with the moonlight, but with that natural 20, I would say you're judging them around the 45 to 50 foot mark.
I might go into the cart and kind of rummage around. Because we said that we had a lot of, like, excess old random materials in there and stuff like that. Any, like, old silverware, like, anything metal based.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna grab up any of the, you know, like old rusted metal or whatever, and just huck it out towards them.
Go ahead, just give me a strength check real quick.
Dexterity?
Sure, actually, yeah, this is really light. Yeah.
Oh,
that
thank
is really
God.
light. Oh, cool, my screen just froze again.
Whoops.
Why is this happening?
I don't know. Shit hates you,
Okay, well,
man.
go ahead and tell me what you rolled then, because I literally can't see.
13.
13? It's not the farthest thing in the world, but it's a decent distance. I mean, you're not trained in hucking silverware either.
I would have walked up a little bit out of the camp, because I do know that he had mentioned the alarm thing.
Yeah,
Right.
you saw him at the distance marking
Yeah.
it down, basically. You
So I
had
would've-
no idea what he was doing until he told you. So yeah, you could get at a good distance. Like, probably just outside the alarm range, essentially.
Okay, I'm just gonna huck it out, and I'm just gonna kind of go back to camp and kind of go back to what we're doing, but, you know, keeping an eye out over there.
And it takes a solid 2 or so minutes of you kind of just sitting down and that ever-present quiet as you keep your eyes set on where you threw those silverware, even though at this point it's very hard to tell at this distance. And you just see one of those little guys just come crawling off of a tree. She gets very right up to it, and you can start to see a little bit better of that. It has fur coating it throughout its back and its arms. It almost seems like its legs are missing quite a bit of the fur itself. As the moonlight kind of gleams off of them and you try to squint to get a good view of what they are, it almost seems like they have some sort of scaling of some kind along their legs and a good portion of their stomach. And you watch as this one and only one kind of picks and prods at the silverware until it takes one in its mouth and skitters right up to a tree.
Side note, do you have any, like, pictures of these creatures? Or is this something you made?
I do have a picture of it. Why?
I'm kind of curious now what it actually looks like. I'm more of a visual person, so, like, I have a mental image, but...
Here. Let me see if I can...
Would
Actually,
Delana have told us if they were rare creatures or if they were pretty common?
When it comes to the mountains, they're not exactly rare, but once you don't usually know where to find them. But when you find them, you find them. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly pop you over to the forest map. Yeah, I would say with a natural 20, you got a pretty decent view of what this little fucker looks like.
Oh, isn't it adorable? Okay.
There you go. Look at that little
It
sucker.
is creepy and adorable at the same time. I love it.
Look at that little sucker.
Those fucking claws, man. Huh. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, basically Ewoks. Got it.
Trust me, when you said it, there's a reason I was laughing so hard.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my, yes. All right, hold up.
But after that, because you threw a couple bits of silverware, right?
Yeah.
Just confirming.
Yep.
After that one goes and vanishes,
Check general chat.
you see. Oh god.
Oh, son of a bitch.
What
I
happened?
hate
Oh.
everything about this.
I love it. I love it.
I hate everything about this.
The Ewoks. Yes, someone did it.
Mutant Ninja
Teenage
Turtle Ewoks.
Mutant Ninja Ewoks. Oh,
Just
it's so
crouching tiger, hidden dragon across the trees. Oh, absolutely.
I don't want to go into the
Absolutely.
forest at all. Nope. Mm-mm.
But
Nah, we're
after
going
that
south.
one just vanishes in the tree, you see one very quickly and very agilely, mind you,
Mhm.
leap from one of the branches, grabs two in those claws, leaps on top of one of the side of the trees, and climbs him with a quick 3 seconds.
Okay, so they're fast. Good to know. Just gonna sit there and keep watching. Yep. See if they get closer to the camp or not.
It's about the last half hour of the long rest, which is enough to benefit from it, that Sibo's alarms would go off, and you'd hear that loud ringing and dinging sounds. And in the distance, in tandem with that instant noise that would wake up Sibo and Bartholomew in an instant, you hear just the very loud shrieking and squeals of whatever it was that set it off. And as you look around, you don't see a damn thing. But you do see some falling leaves.
What the heck?
Um.
Hey, are they invisible? Is that why we couldn't see them before?
Check general chat.
Oh God.
Oh no. Oh no. Why is this a thing and why do I love it so much?
Oh fuck. I'm gonna like keep looking up where I see the leaves falling from.
Go make a perception check for me.
Not survival, perception. Nope.
At this point, it's late at night and the moonlight isn't really helping, kind of shining towards you. It's hard to see whatever was in there.
Okay. Um. Gonna kind of open my shield so I have like my flashlight and kind of look around.
As you start to flash your light, go make another perception check.
Can I also
Nope.
roll perception?
Go for it.
Hey, look, I rolled a 69.
Hey.
Hey.
We're slowly
Still not
getting
above
there.
10.
I was gonna say,
Sibo, you're
getting
next.
higher.
I would laugh. Have him roll 11.
As you're flashing that light, trying to look around, see where these are, especially focusing on where the leaves fell and trying to track, see where it was. And Delana following that view and trying to get a better catch of sight of whatever that thing was that Ashana seemed to have maybe tempered a little bit with. Neither of you see much of anything.
Going back to what I was doing and keeping an eye out until it's actually light out.
Bart kind of like gives Sibo a little bit of a elbow, and I was like, magic like false alarm or something.
I mean, they could still be there. It's just, they could be they could be you right now, or I mean, I don't know what types of powers these things have.
Could they be you?
How would they know how it works?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna whisper it to Delana. I think I just lost a couple brain cells.
You're holding up well then.
So, if you guys want to pick up the last half hour for your rest, or if you want to start picking up a little bit.
So at this point, I'll tell Ashana the dream I had.
Okay. Do you want to explain it yourself, or?
Nope. Copy pasta content.
Essentially.
Oh, that's right. They didn't hear.
Yeah, they didn't hear it. Yeah.
No,
I
we
know,
heard
that's what I'm
nothing.
saying. Is it? Do you want me to explain it, or do you want you to explain it?
Oh,
Yeah, there's a
I'd
reason
still
I did
rather-
that.
yeah, I had totally forgot because
Mhm.
normally it's just like, okay, they just pretend not to hear.
We were
Oh
pretending
no,
really
this
well.
is one that I did that deliberately. Yeah.
Okay.
When I said I was stealing you, I meant I was stealing it.
Yeah, like you go white on our screen, we couldn't see
Literally
shit.
here, like I'll
Yeah.
do it with Sivo. This is how it looks like to them.
Yep.
How did you do
okay.
that?
That's literally what it looks like, and you cannot hear anything we say.
Yep.
Interesting.
Sibo and I had our own little conversation about what the fuck is going on with you and everything, and yeah.
In the random religion check out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't hear any of it.
Yep.
Okay. I'll still let DM say explain it though.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Delano describes a strange, dreamlike vision of standing in the middle of nothing, blackness, before feeling eyes surrounding and looking upon her. Then these strange whispers and voices that beckoned and called quite a bit. And when Delana didn't seem to respond to the words and the desire for conversation of this creature, it gave her a sensation, a view of some kind, of light. And she just felt like she needed to go north. And it offered her to come, to eat, or more specifically, to consume. And when she would arrive, she would have fun. In what way, it did not say, it just expressed it. Then she woke up.
This may be dumb. And I'll leave this up to you, because something that Shauna would have tried on the travels, and if you say no, I'll do it now. She would have tried lesser restoration on Delana to try to get rid of whatever this is.
That tugging feeling inside of Delano would not have diminished.
Okay. So. Fuck. That's exactly what she'll say. Just. Come north is all it told you.
Yep. Come forth and consume.
And have fun.
Have fun. It's something about having power.
Do you know what this entity was?
No.
Can you describe what it, like, did you see it, or just only hear it, or what?
It was a voice that It was a voice that seemed omnipresent in a way. It was not the kind of voice that the ears hear. That sounded far worse than I intended. Okay, that's great. And the voice appeared directly in my head from no apparent direction.
I know there's. I probably know that there's some demon or devil or something like that of hedonism, right?
Yeah, there's plenty that would try to beckon people with power, promises of rewards and abilities. It's so far and few in between that it's hard to always differentiate them.
Yeah. Is there anyone specifically that would deal with these indulges of hedonism and this like necromancy? Something that would tie these two together?
Not quite, at least not in knowledge that you were aware of.
Hmm. Okay. Well, Delana, looks like you're going on a diet. We'll be watching what you eat.
Hmm.
Can I give her a shove?
I don't need to watch my girlish figure anyway.
This is really making Ashana nervous.
Yeah.
To the point of not wanting to
And
go north anymore.
as was expected, I did pray for nothing back. And I prayed again for healing, guidance, and strength. I am not one of the clergy like my father.
Yeah.
I'm not my brother.
So,
Okay.
with the finishing of a long rest, waking up, what is the plan? Maybe nibbling down a little bit of rations, fill those stomachs a little bit.
Waiting till dawn for sure if it's still dark out.
It is very dark.
Yeah.
You
Waiting till.
guys went to sleep early enough that it's barely past midnight.
I figured we wouldn't have gone to sleep like at noon.
Now, you guys fell asleep around like 6 o'clock.
Okay.
So it's like 2 a.m. So you've got like 4 hours at the least till dawn.
Yeah, I was just going to bed early so that I could take the fourth shift or third shift so that you casters could sleep.
Okay. Yeah, I effectively wanted to wait until first light before we start doing anything, because
Yeah.
we don't want to be out in the forest in the middle of the night. So.
So then, since we just got off watch, I'm gonna take another nap.
Yep.
So
And
if anybody wants anything to do until dawn,
I don't have anything myself, unless Sibo does.
I'll start wandering.
just double check on alarm. I don't think once it's been affected, it goes away, right? It's like it's just there.
It doesn't specify, so I'd say it's whatever. It's up to you.
Let's see.
Until the spell ends. So yeah, technically it lasts for 8 hours. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, it would be coming to a tail end now after the long rest, because that would be the 8 hours.
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah, and I'll just start like wandering, looking around for like some sticks or some rocks.
Okay.
I would let them know exactly what the creatures looked like and how big they were.
Ninja Ewoks.
The Ninja Ewoks, yep.
Could you tell us about the part where you gave them cutlery?
Yeah.
Wait,
And
so
they
now
didn't
they
for
know
nothing.
that we have metal?
They're gonna know anyways. If they eat metal, there's a good chance they could probably smell it out.
So like, look at my armor.
Yeah. They probably already knew you were here. But me giving them the old cutlery we had in there at least gave us more information to deal with them if we have to, instead of wondering what the heck these things were following us. We now know what they are. We know what they look like. We also know how fast they are. Oh.
Yeah, I guess you did get a lot of good information out of there.
Yep.
You're forgiven.
Just gonna give him a side glance, like, really? Just
As
kind of.
the time goes by, as the alarm spell fades, and Sibo, you just start kind of perusing Delana, keeping watch and exploring just a little bit. Bartholomew kind of just pulling at his strings, trying to come up with little tunes here and there. Seems like a rather calm and uneventful time until dawn. But as the sun begins to crescent, seems like a rather quiet morning. And also it's kind of this moment you start to realize that, boy, you guys are in the north, because fuck, that is cold. That is a cold morning.
Side note, at night, was it just as quiet at night as it was during the day?
Very much so.
Is the daytime
Not even
louder?
really insects are around here.
Oh, okay, so
Did they make any noises, the creatures?
Besides the panicking squeal at your alarms and the odd jostling of the trees that Ashana managed to get with the natural 20, no.
Gotcha.
okay. Well, yeah.
Like I said, ninja.
So yeah, I guess we have a couple options. We could. I know trying to get the horses through the forest is going to be an issue later on. We could leave them here and hope they're still here when we get back, or shall we keep taking them?
I think that that's up to Delana and Bart since it's their horses.
Yep.
I mean, we could try and take them as far as we can, right? I mean, we can leave them behind.
Okay.
They can go a little further. Got some space over there, and over there, and over there.
Where those creatures are all at?
Might have a good point there.
And there's metal in that cart? There's metal on those harnesses?
Not as much anymore.
Your mic just got boosted to high hell, Zemo.
Yeah.
It did? What?
Yeah,
For
we hear like the TV in the
solid
background
4
and all that.
seconds, we could hear literally the
Really?
air in your room.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
That was weird.
Not anymore?
No, not anymore.
Just for those like solid 4 seconds, we could.
Wild.
Yeah. Heard like the TV in the background and all that stuff.
Well, I'm sorry.
It's kind of funny. So, these are your guys' horses.
I'd
We do
rather,
not know.
lose
Actually,
them.
are there like wolves and stuff in this area? I don't know how well my geography is.
To the best of Delana's logic, at the very least, and knowledge of the terrain, wolves don't usually travel this far for the very reason that, well, you're experiencing it. There really isn't much wildlife out here. Once again, it's to the north in the wilderness is when you start to get those more voracious animals.
So, I mean, we run the risk of losing these horses either way.
I guess we leave them with some feed and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we can take them. I don't know how thick the forest gets, but if we get attacked out there with the horses, there's a good chance that they could die or run off and die. Um, they are not war horses. But if we leave them here, they could. It's going to make our trip longer, and mean that they're out here longer themselves. So we're kind of 6 in one, half a dozen the other. But again, it is up to you two.
What was that phrase?
6 in one, half a dozen the other. Out of game, have you never heard that one?
Neither have I.
No.
Re-
It sounds interesting.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 of one, half dozen of the other.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is the same thing. That
Exactly.
sounds like
That's the whole point.
Oh.
Yeah,
It comes down to semantics.
yeah. Like, we can risk it if you want, which will probably lead to leaving them in the forest, or risk it by leaving them out here longer. So it's
Literally,
6 of one, half dozen the other.
I'm kind of inclined to keep them with this as long as we can. With these things out here, they're already here.
Okay.
So the danger's already around us. So if danger comes, we're closer to the horses to either evacuate or defend them.
What
Bartholomew?
if we left notes in the horses' saddles, and then sent them off, saying that these are our horses, so no one take them, and
as
then
you
we
guys,
sent them back to town.
That
as
won't
you
work.
guys are having this conversation, you suddenly hear a clatter just come from the back of the cart. As you all just
Son of
turn your
a-
heads over, you see one of the crates that you guys had in the back there filled with all that random trash garbage stuff has just toppled over and is currently just running around in circles. And so it has something inside.
I'm
Where's
gonna
the
try
lid
to
at?
stop it.
Just putting the lid, just plop the lid on it.
So both of you just go, just stop it.
Yep.
What if you make a strength check with advantage for me?
Delana.
I thought
Uh,
I saw that
Was
coming.
there supposed to be something alive in there? I don't
How
remember.
do I do with advantage?
Just click it twice.
If you use the hotkeys, you can do that, or you can just right click on it and do advantage.
Ah.
And it should go through. It should.
You're the one telling us about how to use the hotkeys?
Nope.
Yeah, I sent it in the.
You made a
Discord. I sent
video.
the video. Yeah,
Oh man, I forgot all about that.
I seriously recommend doing that because it's so damn useful.
Greg cares.
So as you both go and you
Yeah.
run over to clamp down on whatever is in the crate, you lock it still and you feel whatever's in there is still struggling. And Ashana, as you kind of look around for a moment, kind of like, what the fuck is going on? You look back and you see in the cart, it's kind of stock frozen, 3 others of those little creatures with half-bitten utensils just stuffed in their mouths and now just staring at you.
I'm gonna slowly walk up towards them.
They scatter. They immediately just jump out of the cart and they go in scattering directions.
I'm gonna grab one of the utensils. I'm gonna slow.
It literally, you can even tell at this point, since this one's half bitten off, that it looks like basically a shark bit at it. And it got a clean bite.
Okay. I'm gonna grab one of them, just a couple of them, and I'm gonna go over to the crate and just kind of slide it underneath and see if whatever's underneath pulls it out of my hand.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check for me.
Dexterity check. Oh god.
So I'm gonna try to make a couple of wisdom saving throws. That's just me just me fucking around with the mechanics. Just ignore
Okay.
that.
Okay. So as you try to go and you try to very quickly slip it under, you watch as one of those little claws swipes at you. It's gonna try to go for an attack. It's just doing it wild, so it's a disadvantage. It doesn't hit anyways. It goes to swipe you ever so faintly, kind of like you feel it graze against your hand, but not enough to actually hurt. You kind of like really quickly pull back.
Because this is my nature as a player, I'm gonna try it again.
Gotta make another dexterity check for me.
Oh. No, gee.
Yeah, it got even better this time. It's going for it again. Not 20 for the first one. That kind of sucks.
Any animal handling checks for
19?
this?
19?
That's my AC.
19 JC. You take 5 points of slashing damage. And it cuts a pretty good clean cut across your hands. And those claws are nasty. It got a real deep cut in there.
Interesting.
Why are you playing with the food?
It's not food. There's one of those creatures inside here.
Well, yeah, I mean, it thinks it's food.
I'm trying to feed it. To try to calm it down.
As it's literally flailing an arm out, trying to squirm its way out.
Just kind of like tapping it. Just, no, get back in there. Blood on my hand. Just gonna kind of like wipe
Start
up.
to hear kind of tearing and ripping inside the crate. So like.
Let's see. Where is the thing I'm looking for? My feed thing. Actions. Ah, yeah. I'm just gonna kind of like bandage up the wound. Yeah.
Okay.
Use one of my healer kit charges. Bandage up the wound a bit. I'm gonna kind of, try to push in a little bit more of the silverware stuff.
You're gonna try again?
Yeah.
Dexterity check.
No animal handling checks on this guy?
You're not trying to anything to animal handle him.
I'm trying to, calm him down and make him friendlier.
He can't see you and you're not talking to him.
Oh, I am talking.
You're cracking the crate open and he's like, I can get out. Here. He can beat you again. What I love is you have a plus and he doesn't, FYI. No, that fucking missed.
Okay. I honestly thought about taking the calm emotion spell. That would have been funny as hell, but yeah. So, what do you guys think?
At this point is just watching from the car, just very confused, just like, you're trying to make friends there? Don't think about your hands.
And also, don't want to open this up and have it, come and attack all of us. I mean, it wouldn't make it very far, and I wouldn't want you guys to kill it. It's just a baby.
You hear it actually pretty loud. And you look on the opposite side of you, Ashana, and there's just one claw that's stuck out.
Out of curiosity, I'm gonna walk up to this thing in common. By chance, can you understand me?
No response. Just more.
In Elvish. By chance, can you understand me? In Draconic. By chance, can you understand me?
You hear more. make an animal handling check for me.
Great. Fucking perfect. Which means I said calm and draconic, which is kind of like saying I love you in German. It sounds like someone's trying to stab you with words.
You hear dead silence. Kind of thinking for a moment, like, oh, hey, it worked. You see where it got its claw out before. Its little stubby arm is now just reaching out and trying to claw at the outside. This time it's like...
Oh, let's try it in Elvish.
I think you already did.
No, he's tried common, he's tried draconic.
On.
No, he's trying off. Go make an animal handling check at disadvantage.
So if I click on disadvantage, if I click the roll button,
It doesn't show up in here.
It doesn't show up in here, so you
No.
probably have to do it with the hotkey thing.
okay. Well then I'm okay.
Yeah, that's why I sent the video and why it says, like, if you can do it, please do it, because it's very handy. You watch its arm kind of pull back for a moment. There's kind of just one brief second where you just hear the... And you see just kind of in that hole, you see its eye just trying to pierce through. Piercing solitary color just looking at you, and there's a deep
just smile.
anger in her.
Just smile.
Pulls back, the arm goes right through and tries to claw once again.
Definitely wouldn't try draconic. Now walk away.
Fuck it. Why not? I'm gonna try same thing Delon just did. Just try to stay calm to it. But I'm gonna also like take some of the metal and try to like put it into its claws to grab a hold onto.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check for me first.
Yeah. Fuck.
This is
You
turning
actually
out well.
watch as it's clawing and going for the side, almost like by pure chance of the dice. You watch as it snatches the metal and almost instantaneously by reflex pulls it right in. Go make an animal handling check. Straight roll. As you hear the...
Son of a bitch. Roll the 2. +4.
You watch as you hear the crunching, grinding noise of metal for that one little moment. And then you see the claw break again, but this time crashing through, making that opening a little bit bigger. And you notice a little bit of the scaling on its palm seems a bit silvery right now.
That... Wait, what? That's intriguing. I'm gonna do it again. Try and give it more silverware, because this is, now a science experiment. And again, I'm gonna keep trying to, in just common, just trying to get it to calm down, saying calm, calm.
Go ahead and make it on a dexterity check for me.
That's better.
There you go. Natural 20. But it got a natural 1 to hit you.
Okay, okay.
So, you know, I'll give you a redo on that dexterity check. Fuck it. There, you got it. As you kind of just, like, feel it fighting against you, trying to give it the metal, it eventually kind of just claws at it and pulls it back in. And you hear once again the...
Whole time, just saying calm, calm.
Go make another animal handling check.
Son of a bitch!
Exact same roll, huh? It's this time. It's finally got enough damage on. that you watch as its claw digs into that hole that it has, and it brings up its second claw as well. And it starts to, and it starts to just forcibly break its way through, making a bigger and bigger opening. You're getting the idea this thing's actually very close to breaking through, if not already there.
Yeah. Is its claws or the scales gotten more silver yet?
It has stayed the same pigment as silver, actually.
Huh.
So yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna start
backing
setting these up
away.
in case.
Yeah.
I like. Is it like the whole leg or whatever that's turned silver, or just like some of the scales?
It's the scales. The fur itself still
Yeah.
stays that golden-esque color, but the scaly part of it seems to have turned rather silver.
Okay, so like it was all okay. I thought maybe like only a couple of the scales had turned silver.
Well, from what you can tell right now, it's silver.
Okay.
You don't see all of it just yet, but you're about to in about 6 seconds. So
I
the
wanna
only thing you want to do before this thing breaks out.
I want to grab like a rusty dagger or something. I'm guessing there's something, some kind of like iron-based metal,
Okay.
and I want to do the same thing again. I want to, try to give it to it. Still saying calm the whole time, trying to just, saying it's okay, just to see if it changes.
Go ahead and make an animal handling for me real quick. Gotta put it on the map right now. As it breaks out. It is a small creature, but yeah. As it breaks out, and you do see that all the scales along its arms, its legs, and its stomach have turned that silvery color. And you watch as it looks at you, and for the briefest of moments, it goes in to swipe at you, but it snatches the dagger and runs right up the tree. And you just hear the
I'm gonna go like to the tree and kind of watch it as it eats it and see if its scales change.
you watch as its scales do turn from that silver-esque color to more of an irony tinge. And as you go up and look at it,
Hmm.
it looks down at you,
Hold up a
not
fork.
at all happy.
I'm gonna hold up a fork for it. Piece of silverware.
It lunges at you. It just leaps from the tree, and there's that briefest moment you're like, oh, maybe it'll just snatch the fork before it wrings out a claw and claws right at you.
Okay.
That's 22 to hit. 6 points of slashing damage as it rips right through whatever plating you have in front of you. And you feel those daggers of nails claw across you. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Yep. Remember, click your character first.
Yep, click your character, then roll initiative.
I tried, yo. I tried.
You did try. You kind of pissed it off, keeping it in an effing cage for like a solid 2 or 3 minutes.
It put itself in a fucking cage.
It did.
Uh-huh.
So
And that
natural
is
ones
me
happen.
charging the thing that is now hitting Shauna.
That's what happens when this little fucker gets a natural one trying to stealth away. Gets stealth trapped in a crate. Shauna, you're the very first one to act as it slashes across your chest and lands on the ground at your feet.
Toll the dead.
14?
Son of a bitch.
Just barely made it, I guess.
Yep. 14.
Just looks up you.
Till next level. I think.
Action bonus, or sorry, bonus action movement. Nothing.
No, I'm just gonna. Yeah, sit here, I guess.
Oh, my bad. Another asset. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me. Nothing happens. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sit here.
Just gonna stay in front of it. Okay. Sivo, gonna
Yep.
do anything as you witness this little cub-esque thing slash at Oshana?
I'm just gonna look around really confused. Like, are they playing?
Kill
Are
it.
they friends? Oh,
Oshana seems like she has a pretty gnarly wound across her chest.
oh, okay. I'll just like lift up my fist and like a repulsor from Iron Man. I'll just try to shoot it with my hand.
Okay, what are you firing at it?
My lightning launcher.
I forget. Do you have to attack roll for that
Yep.
one?
I do.
Okay. Jesus, 24. Yeah.
All right, and then an additional D6 as well.
9 damage.
You lift your hand as you charge the contraption with a flip of a switch. You launch the energy directed right at it, and you watch as it hits it, and it surges through its body, and it hurts. It seems to actually take it pretty well.
Oh no.
Tough little bugger. You got bonus action movement.
Sure looks like it. I am going to move back, seeing as that's kind of where I'm headed now with my my move set.
Okay.
And I'll can I like kind of keep an eye out for other ones possibly trying to help their sibling or friend.
Okay, so you're being attentive of any other ones that might come back. Okay.
Yeah. And that'll be me.
Trying to reread a thing. Sorry, 1 second.
We're level 3, right? Just to make
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sitting at level 3.
Cannot wait for 4.
Yeah, 4 and 5 is when I really got to start sending some bad shit at you guys.
Yeah, 5 is when I know I get overwhelming. And I think
Okay.
I'll be taking range until Cordall gets back.
So do you want me to roll again, or to roll another attack?
Oh yeah, you have to roll another attack. Yeah, if you're gonna go for it.
Okay.
14. As you go and you swing for this little creature, you make contact with it. It's just a little furry creature. But as you hit against its side, it almost feels like you just hit a stone or a metal shield of some kind. And you feel your Warhammer almost bounce off of it, and it seems to have no effect. It just looks you just. Bonus action?
This little bugger's annoying.
Yeah. Attack action turn. Yeah, I'm gonna shield master shove.
Okay, go ahead and make athletics check, I believe, right?
Sure.
Yep. As you go to shove it, you feel as though you got it out of the way. But as you pull back your shield, you actually see that it actually dug its claw into the shield for that one moment, and it just stays where it is.
So it's attached to my shield.
It just clawed into your shield, so instead of you throwing it off, it just clung to it and just let go.
Good. So I can then take my action and drag it that way.
Well, it pops off as soon as like you pull your shield back. It's just like, oh, you're trying to shove me? Cling, back, down.
Oh, okay. I'm like, oh, cool. It's attached to my shield, and now I can just move the fucker. Okay.
Alright. I forgot to put Bart on the field. Ah! Happens when you're out here. Natural 20. Well, okay. I'll just do it next turn. A little
That's
distracted
it for
with
me.
his loot. My little fluffy boy here, Mr. Ninja Ewok.
Thanks, I hate it.
You know what? Delana, you're more covered in metal than anybody. And in fact, you just tried to shove it with the shield.
This is why I initially backed off, so that I wouldn't be food. But then it swung at Ashana.
22.
The
Take
fuck, you're
10
rolling high.
points of slashing damage as you actually watch it nick across the shield itself. And you see its claws almost creak through, almost with little to no effort, as it slashes across your armor. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. As it slashes across your armor, Ashana, you notice this more than anyone with your passive perception being right next to her. You watch as where the claws slashed across and left a very chunky slice, you almost see as though rust is starting to form around the armor itself. Your AC
son of
falls
a
by 1, Delano.
bitch. He just got that shit.
That's all it can do. Ashana,
What was that last part? Sorry?
your AC falls by 1.
Okay.
Side note, do you do flanking rules?
Yes.
Okay. So. Move around. Yeah, Toll the Dead again. Because clerics don't have any ranged spell damage.
11.
Ah! Has it been hit?
It has.
Alright, because we can't see its health pool or anything.
Oh, you can't? Oh.
No.
There we go.
8 damage.
It's when you watch kind of like just claws at its ears real quick, just grinds them on the floor, but it's got a little bit of blood there. It's bleeding, but it's still got some decent chunk to it left.
And let's see. No, I'm not gonna waste that spell slot for just one dude. Okay. That's my turn.
Hey, Sibo.
All right. I'm gonna try to move a little bit out of the way so I don't hit Delana. I'm gonna just like yell at Bart, like, "Come on, man! What are you doing? Like, they need help."
You see him just fumbling with the loot, kind of just like messing with it. It's like, I didn't realize. I'm sorry, my bad.
And I'm just gonna shoot at it with my lightning glove.
Go for it. 13 does not hit. Or more accurately, you watch as it kind of grinds a bit off of its scaling armor. Once again, this thing's not hard to hit. But for some reason, those scales and its skin is just overly hardy for whatever reason.
All right, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay, Solana.
Oh, it's my turn. Sorry.
I thought you were just waiting until you finished chewing.
Well, both, I guess. Like I thought I heard Delana's name. Wasn't quite sure. I'm like, okay, whatever, and just kept
That's the
eating.
issue with having Delana Ashana.
Yeah.
Don't worry, our
Then I'm
backup
eating
characters will fix
chips,
that.
and all I hear mostly is the munch, 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 munch. Sorry. Yeah. As the player, I knew that the wrong action was to walk up to this thing, but the character overruled as soon as it swung at
Yeah.
Ashana. It didn't matter at that point.
Yep.
Um,
Swing better, better.
15. Once again, you hit against it and you try to go right for the gut, but it just feels like you're hitting a wall of metal. It just bounces off. Nothing.
action surge.
Go for it. 15
What the-
again. Unfortunately, winding up, taking that rebound force. Finds contact with the metal wall again.
How can we do action surge? Okay, yep, that is the action surge for this combat.
Yep.
Every time I've used action surge, it's been like, okay, you do badly, it doesn't work.
Yeah. It really sucks.
Playing D&D when you can't make the rolls really sucks.
Well, that's why you play a wizard and you make them roll instead of you.
Well.
Yeah, but then they won't roll below a 15.
Yeah,
You're not
right?
You're not
Right?
wrong.
Fucking Christ, dude. I told the Dead has worked like 4 times.
You're told that's worth like 3 times the
Yeah.
entire
Control
campaign.
the Dead's basically worthless to you.
It's literally, it's one of the only damaging cantrips that they have.
Yeah.
Like,
Or at least one of the better ones.
well, we have Sacred Flame and Spare the Dying. Oh, and Word of Radiance, but you have to be in melee
Word
for
of
that.
Radiance with the.
Yeah, but there is no, like, roll to attack cantrips for clerics at all.
Bar. Hopefully storing up some spell slots. It's just gonna vicious mockery that little fucker. And it's gonna succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, all my monsters and characters just hate cantrips.
Fucking yes, man. Just spells in general, man. Oh.
He just like spits an insult at it. He just goes. I guess it has a will of steel, huh?
So we make the will saves? Is that what I'm getting at?
Its turn.
Oh, God.
It's gonna keep going for Delana. It loves that. It's metal. Oh, it's gonna whiff and a half. That's an 8. Now that it's bleeding. I forgot a part of it, but that's fine. I'll do it next time. It's going to try and run up the tree, which is 10 foot, which would give both of you attack opportunities if you want to. 23 hits. There you go.
I don't have Warcaster, so
So, melee attack or nothing.
I can punch it.
Oh, right. You don't have a weapon out, so you could punch it if you want.
I'm gonna punch it with my fist, and this is gonna hurt.
Good thing.
Dong.
For -1 damage. It heals.
That's a hit.
As you watch Delana kind of wind back her warhammer, you kind of just go like, no, fuck you, and you hit against it, and there's that briefest moment that you kind of actually get a good little hit on it. And you feel like you just punched Delana's shield. Kind of like, okay. As
Which,
Delana, you wind back, and you get a good hit across its back, and you put everything you have into that swing. You crush it against the tree, and you hear that cry of pain, and a little bit of blood comes out of its mouth, but it just finishes climbing up. It is barely managing to stand up, but it is up top the tree 10 feet. That's its turn, Ashana.
I'm gonna look at the fork still in my hand, look up at it, and just kind of drop it, and Toll the Dead.
13.
Aha!
You get double ones, though. You did get
Son
the
of a
one!
bitch! Are you fucking D12 and I roll a 2?
I am a god. Also, I can finally say my little catchphrase I love to say. Welcome to the One Hit Point Club. Love doing that to my players all the time. Welcome to the One Hit Point Club.
Yep, yep.
It's 10 feet above you, so is there anything you want to do other than that?
I mean, no, I'll just kind of sit there
Stare
and
at it.
stare at it, because
Sibo,
I'll try to shoot at it again.
go for it.
See if I'm able to hit it.
Yeah.
And then it technically does another d6 damage, but it doesn't really matter.
As you launch this lightning bolt at it, this weakened creature, you watch the briefest moment as it turns its eyes to look, as it impacts directly against it, and you watch its body just flinch and tense and kind of curl up a little bit as it plummets from the tree, dead.
I'd like to go up to it and try to like inspect it and like see, like really take a good look at the things that they started to notice about it changing, like its metalness based off of what it was eating, and like trying to like really figure out what this beast is and how it works.
As you're approaching, and Delana or Shana, as you're kind of just like looking down at it, you watch as that silvery color in its skin, as its dying breath leave its body, just starts to kind of revert to that pinkish purple color.
Before, do I know, like, are these creatures naturally evil, or are they more of a neutral? Like a bear would be neutral.
You never encountered these things, but from what you could tell, and given the fact that they seem to sneak around you and eaten almost all of the metal in the cart without even daring to proc you guys, seems like they are very much unaligned.
I'm gonna hit it with a Spare the Dying.
Okay. So as you watch that pigmentation color start to convert to pink, you hit it with a good Spare the Dying. At the very least, you're refraining it from death for the time being.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna, as he comes up, I'm gonna tend to our wounds. And then Sibo. Sorry for interrupting you.
Okay. So, Sibo, you want to try to continue analyzing it, or no?
I'm just gonna point out
yeah.
that was great timing.
If you want to try to analyze this creature, go ahead and make a medicine or nature check, your choice.
I'll make a nature check.
So Delana gets 7 healing, and Shauna gets 6. I saw that.
What do I know?
You're kind of looking at this thing, and since Ashana spared it from actual death, rigor mortis hasn't taken hold of it. Now it's just an unconscious limp creature for the time being. And you're kind of looking at it, lifting its arm, kind of poking its belly. You're like, yep, that's a weird bear.
Do I get the inclination that I should try to like skin it? Oh wait, it's not dead. Sorry, never mind.
Yeah, no, you can feel the warmth that you're kind of touching. You're like, oh, it should be dead. It's like, oh wait, Ashana did something, and as I'm literally touching it, it is still warm.
Gross.
I'm kind of tending to our wounds. I'll look and see, but like, it is not fully dead.
Yeah, it's like warm. You know,
Yes.
like a warmth spell.
No, it is very much alive. It is on death's door, but I figured, you know,
Oh,
it's a territorial creature.
Pokes the head a little bit, kind of goes like, huh.
Which kind of just slap him
Little
away.
fucker. Kind of looks at Delana and Ashana, like sees like the nasty wounds it gave to your armorings, especially Delana's, which that rust is still there, by the way. Wow, nasty claws on this little guy.
Yes. Well, that kind of solves our earlier debate, and we should probably just keep everything with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I figured.
As you say that, Bart actually kind of goes to check on the car and kind of looks in the back. Kind of looks at the crates, kind of goes, "Oh, we don't have to care about our extra garbage issue anymore." And he just pulls out one of the other daggers and shows that it's basically just entirely bitten off. Got pretty much everything. Just drops it in. You hear it hit the bottom of the crate.
Okay then. Well, let's
That'll solve our problem.
just clean up what's left around here, and yeah, let's get on, move on. I think, and maybe its family will come find it, and maybe not.
So you're just leaving there after Sparrow dying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I give it a chance at life at that point in time. It could naturally heal,
Okay.
but at this point in time, if I was to heal it, it would probably wake up and try and kill us. So
Yeah.
this gives it a better chance at life.
Alright. Says you guys. Actually, you know what? Then at that point,
Just hope to God Mama doesn't hold a grudge.
I ain't raised no bitch.
Mama ain't reading this.
gloom vibes from the middle of the game, Devin, please. Devin, I'm in the middle of the game. Oh. Why is it not? Oh, that's right. Oh, why is it not, That's good, I'll just do it in public, doesn't matter. Let's see if this thing wakes up while you guys are there or not. Or it just dies on the ground. 2, 3. Doesn't wake up and doesn't die while you guys are there. Okay. As you guys clean up what remains of the random rubbish that you had on the car, basically anything that was in the back of the cart that was metal is devoured or bitten or ruined to shit. So basically the crates are empty, there's no more lingering trash scattered about it. So,
Well,
did a little bit of cleaning for you.
I see that as an absolute win.
a little bit of
And at
spring
this
cleaning.
Point, we can save the wood and use it to build a fire with.
Or keep it for storage.
It's poked with a ton of holes. There's no.
Well, this
crate
one
that
is.
There's
left.
one crate that's just straight up cracked open. There is that.
Yeah. That one's the one full of hole. Yeah. The rest we can still store stuff in.
No,
Yeah. But, yeah, let's get the horses ready and make our way through. Instead of waiting for Mama to show up.
yeah.
Alright, so as you guys go back to hitch the horses and get a move on.
And at a game, did you heal me at all?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
You're
Okay.
25 or 28 now.
Yeah, if you look at chat, it said Delana, heal 7.
So, yeah,
Me,
you healed
6.
9.
Oh, I did not pay attention. Okay.
Or sorry, 7.
Thank
You
you.
healed 7. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's also why I really like keeping track of it really quickly here on roll 20 to always basically be on top of it.
Yep. Yeah. I'm really glad I took that healer feat thing, because that helps.
What does that feed do?
Instead of...
For long rest, he basically can give you a healing potion or something like that.
No. I can use the healing kit instead of a healer's kit instead of just stabilizing someone with it. I can actually use it to heal someone.
Once per long rest. Well, it's 1 per long rest per person.
Actions. Okay, yeah. Plus additional HP equal to the creature's maximum number of hit dice. Okay. Oh, so I actually should have healed more. As an action, you can spend one use of a healer's kit to tend to a creature and restore 1d6 plus 4 HP to it, plus additional HP equal to the creature's maximum number of hit dice.
Holy shit,
Yeah, so you get 3 more hit points from that. And the
So
creature
you
can't regain
push.
HP from this feat again until it finishes a short or long rest.
Which puts me at max.
You
So in
did
other
it
words-
yourself earlier, though, didn't you? That's right, you did it for the
Yeah,
first part.
so
So
I
you
would've-
couldn't do that again for the second one. So.
yeah. Okay. That's fine. I always forget the last line.
That one I always have to remember because I always think that one is so OP until I remember that last line.
Yeah.
What was the last line on that one?
You can only do it once per person per short or long rest.
Yep.
So you can't constantly abuse it. You can only do it
Yeah.
once per person.
Yeah. So I can't sit there and go, a d6 plus 4, d6 plus 4, d6 plus
Yeah.
4.
You can only do, you get a d6 of 4, you get a d6 of 4, and I get a d6 of 4. Now we have to rest.
Yep.
Either that or magic.
Yep.
Otherwise it would be broken as shit.
Yeah.
One
And-
healer's kit, please, for 20d6 plus... Oh, fuck. 80?
Oh god. Yeah, plus 80.
Yeah. 20d6 plus 80 for, what was it, 2 or 5 gold pieces, something like that? Jesus.
Plus 1 per hit die times 10.
Yeah.
Also on top of that? Yeah.
Ridiculous.
So you're level 200, so it'd be plus 280?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
But in other case, you guys abandoned the little ninja Ewok on the grounds.
And I'm gonna hop in the back of the cart and let someone else lead the way.
This one was only able to do the crouching tiger. Doesn't know the hidden dragon yet.
When did you say your backup characters would be coming?
Very soon!
I was just gonna say I'm glad this is an e-meeting because I'm pretty sure Devin would have smacked me at this point.
Sean's gonna take a short rest in the back end of this cart.
That's fine. I will make an attempt to do something productive.
Alright, so if you're leading the cart, go ahead and make a survival check for me real quick.
Fuck.
As we're starting to get further into the forest and it's starting to get harder to traverse by a cart.
Hey!
There you go.
And
Nicely done.
And then you also get plus your con.
plus, which is
Plus
0.
That's 0? Okay, so.
Yeah, and
By the way, I don't know why I said that. You're always back at the 18. I don't know why I said that.
yeah. Okay.
In either case, as you are traversing through this forest, Shana getting her little short rest, and you maneuvering the horses and the carts between the ever-thickening trees ahead. It starts to get to a point, probably later into the morning, probably like 9, 10 o'clock-ish, where it starts to really become a true struggle to get the carts and the horses through. And it is at this point that you are starting to hear other creatures and other sounds of the forest. A couple of birds, bugs, the odd cracking of wood here and there in the distance, the shuffling of trees here and there. Seems very much like life is starting to actually pick up as you're heading north.
That was the opposite of what I thought would be happening.
Alright. So keep trying to see if we can squeeze the cart through.
As much as practical.
I'll hop down or have someone else hop down maybe and help me lead the way through.
Okay, so whoever's actually physically leading, go ahead and make the survival check.
I'll make the roll with advantage with help.
If Delana is.
Sure.
There you go.
Delana does what I tell her to do.
Anything you
see
try
that.
to do works better if I don't try to roll dice.
I should continue to move her on. And you start to hear the life starting to come to the forest itself. There comes a moment where, Ashana, your passive perception, off to the side, see just a very quick blur of movement.
Son of a bitch. I'm start looking
Seems
around.
partially humanoid.
Have we seen any of these furry beasts since we started going further into the forest?
Go make a perception check for me, Steele.
I'm gonna try to look to where I saw that heading to, whatever that was.
Go make a perception check. Now, as you've been kind of just keeping a bit of an eye out, Sibo, you haven't noticed any of them. Not at the moment. Just kind of keep an eye, making sure that none of them come through your precious armor, or your gauntlets, or your technology.
All of the above.
Shauna, as you kind of try to focus and try to look for the direction of wherever this thing was, could have sworn it was off to your left. It's not there anymore. And you're trying to look around, you're trying to focus where it was, and nothing.
There's something following us.
Not again.
This one...
Probably still.
No, this one's humanoid. It's not one of those creatures again.
I mean, that doesn't really like put me at ease.
Neither does it for me either, but like, yeah. Keep your eyes out. Let's take it slow. Keep an eye on the trees. Actually, Delana, do you know of any tribalistic people who live this far up north?
Make an intelligence check for me, Delano.
Actually, Sibo's from around here too, right? Isn't he?
He has only ever stayed in one certain place.
We could have read books. I'll ask him too.
Oh, that's a question actually for Sibo. Would you
Yeah.
have read books?
Good point.
Not about this stuff.
There you go.
Okay.
As you're trying to think, Delana, on that factor, there are several tribal groups around the land of this continent, just because there is a lot of uncharted there's a lot of people who just don't like being under so much democracy, or just because they don't want to be part of all this battle for land bullshit. When it comes to this far north, though, normally this place is just wilderness, so any tribes that come up here are to their own and are very unknown. So if there are tribes up here, it's very likely, but fuck if anybody would know, really.
Just
So they're probably going to be like savages. But I'm expecting at least. I haven't met a savage before, so this could be kind of interesting. Oh, you know what? Should we do our classic to find out who's there?
Oh. No?
Okay.
But what did you have in mind? Without actually doing it.
Right, yeah. No, I got you there. I don't remember. Something about just like talking to them though.
For some reason, I thought you were gonna break out in song out of Pocahontas.
I thought he was going to cast thaumaturgy and start, yelling really loud.
Yep.
Oh, I mean, I can't cast that spell, but I was gonna project my voice very similarly.
I don't know what you can cast, so that's why I'm like, let's not, but what do you have in mind? Oh, man. I'm gonna kind of like rummage around in the back. Do we have any like white cloth scraps or close to white?
Uh-huh.
We
I'm
have
gonna-
those tents.
You have the tents.
I'm just gonna
They're
take
more of
whatever.
a beigey tinge, but yeah, that works.
I'm gonna find like whatever the whitest cloth look there is.
Okay.
Actually, hell, probably my own vestments. I do have clergy vestments,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna make essentially a white flag out of them. Not gonna rip them up or anything, but I'm just gonna tie them up onto it and just kind of like grab a stick, stick it somewhere in the cart. You know, put the crates up next to it so it looks like we're flying a white flag as we're coming through.
Okay.
Just
Do you think that the indigenous population is gonna know what that means?
it might not even be some kind of indigenous population. It could be some kind of other group of adventurers. It could be anything.
And only sketchy people watch other people.
Not always. I mean, you could be wary of some people who look sketchy and watch them.
I mean, in what way do we look sketchy? We just have like a cart.
I'm gonna like look at Delana's armor and weapons. It just kind of
Okay.
points.
Okay. I
I'm
see
just gonna
where
point at
someone could get
Bartholomew in general.
the inclination.
Bartholomew
Okay,
is
you've
the
you've
right
you've
file.
convinced me. You've convinced me.
It's like,
That wasn't
So
a
I know
compliment,
you said
Bartholomew.
clergy vestments, but I can't help but envision Ashana just putting like a pair of pantaloons on a stick.
I mean, it's more like a dress, but yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
But they are sad.
Yeah, I mean, it is quite literally. I mean, it's more like a shawl type thing, but yeah.
That's closer to what I'm imagining, just that on horizontally on a stick.
Yep. That's where I thought you were
No,
going.
those are bloomers.
Oh, is that what those are called?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, they showed up on an image search for pantaloons, so.
Oh. Yeah, they also show up on search for bloomers also.
Okay.
Less lacy though.
Ah.
Yeah. Yep. Copy image. Make sure I'm putting that in the right Discord. Yep.
Okay.
But, anywho, no.
As you guys continue to push forward for a little while longer, snaking and making your way through, there comes a brief moment, about 20 or so minutes later, where they hear the blow of a horn.
Shit.
Groovy.
And you just watch as from behind the mess of trees just comes stepping out, weapons drawn but not fully ready. 6 lizard folk, keeping their distance.
Oh, they're kind of cute.
You watch as one of the ones directly in front of you points directly towards Delana and Ashana. Sing is the wagon.
You know them?
Was this in a language we understood?
Not seem like it.
I'm going to talk back in Draconic. And say we mean you guys no harm.
You actually watch as several of them actually kind of perk up a bit as you speak in Draconic. And you hear the one that is pointing at you guys respond in Draconic. You claim surrender. challenge.
Can I tilt my head aside for challenge?
Only cross land with rights.
Only crossland with for rights. What rights?
Rights of Thagar. And you hear all three of them or all six of them slam their shields, go, Thagar.
Oh god, we're at a high school pep rally.
Wait, are you angering them? What's
You.
going on here?
Fuck you.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Because I heard it so vividly in my mind.
Put my cool little lizard tribe into a high school band.
Yep. Oh my god. Do I know who the guy is?
No, I'm envisioning what these lizard folks in like cheerleaders outfits would be like.
Anyway.
Oh shit.
He continues to look at you.
Do I know what?
Gestures with his shield. Follow.
Do I know what who Thagar is?
Hmm?
Do I know who Thagar is?
No idea.
I'm gonna look to the rest of them. Some kind of challenge. Rights of Thagar, they say?
Do we want Delana to challenge? You're not really like the challenge kind of gal, no offense, but
You hear the one speak up. No talk. Come. And he starts to walk off with the other one in front of him, while the other ones are starting to just close in a little bit, kind of like squeezing you to make sure you follow.
Huh. I'm gonna follow for now, but I'm gonna ask, what are these rights and why? In Draconic.
Lance, thank Garth to watch. You walk, he approve. You win, he approve.
Land cursed? Is that what we said at a game?
No, land is his.
Oh. Okay. Well, shit. I don't say that out loud.
And as you guys are currently being led by a small squadron of lizard folk towards whatever challenge it is they're leading you towards, we'll pick up with that next week. Hey, you waved the flag of surrender.
Yep.
You surrendered to them.
This is gonna get interesting.
Almost like they just had one person just watching you, and then you kind of went, "Oh hey, we surrender."
Yeah. This will be fun, though.
that sure is how it went down.
Yep.
Welcome to the Wild Wild West.
Big yikes.
Fucking lizard
Ruining
folk,
my
man.
tribe as a pep rally.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, the jocks are here.
Pretty much.
Uh,
Yep. We're gonna go talk to the head jock soon.
I like Ninja
Yeah.
Ewoks better.
You gotta have a little bit of balance in life, right?
I guess.
Oh my god, dude.
Next week we will see whatever mess
Wait.
you just got yourself
Oh.
into.
So the Ewoks had the crouching tiger. These guys have the hidden dragon.
I hate everything about this.
Even out.
And with that, I'm out of here. See you
I
later,
Yep.
guys.
thrown on that one.
Have a good one.
See you guys.
Alright. I'll see you guys
Oh
next
my
week.
goodness.
Peace out.
See ya.
That was great.
Hi guys, that's it for this week. Be back next week with more D&D raids, and then more D&D hopefully, and hopefully we'll have Bartholomew back with us. Take care.